Got to unmute our mics real quick. What's up, everyone? This is Bees Cast presented by Fieldwork. Another Bees. Joined by Davis Drewek, Tyler Lozano. Guys, how we doing today?
Doing amazing. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
feeling
good.
good. Soaking up this elevation in Colorado, man.
Yeah, we really up here. It's the highest elevation in the league. Y'all know how high it is up here?
I don't know how high it is up here.
6,000.
6,000, really.
6,000 feet.
And we're up here even more. We're higher in the press box now, so
yeah,
got to be up there a little bit more than the field.
It's crazy. Anyways, we just wanted to, put together another edition of Bees Cast Live because I feel like this has been a fun way to, include you guys in the podcast and just be able to talk about the season. But we'll talk about the season first, I think. But real soon, I want to get into something called Roadhouse, which is we're going to talk about, which is in next weekend in San Francisco. So we'll get to that in a second. First of all, let's talk about let's talk about being in Colorado Springs because you've been here quite a bit now, Tilo.
Yeah.
Because you played here last year. You had your first career triple. You came back in July. You hit another triple, and then you just doubled the other way to right field. So how are you liking playing here in elevation?
I like playing in elevation. I definitely get a lot more tired when I'm running those triples. We have an oxygen can in there that we actually use thanks to Luke Short this time. So Shorty brought that for us. But I love the elevation. I mean, the fans are awesome. This is a cool stadium. This used to be a AAA stadium, so being able to, be in the stadium with the atmosphere, they pull a good crowd on the weekends, and it's a beautiful field. So it's fun to play here, when the ball flies.
Yeah. Drewek, first time here?
Yeah, second time here, so first time around.
Oh, right.
I was
July.
actually on the IL stint, so seeing how everyone was hitting, man, I was itching to get back here, and the ball definitely does fly, like you said. But, I mean, all it just comes down to is keep doing what you've been doing all year. Can't get too big when you play in parks like this. Just stick to the fundamentals, but it definitely is fun seeing how the ball comes off the bat here for sure.
Yeah, that was wild last last time we were playing Rocky Mountain. Drewek has to miss the whole darn series here. But finally you're here and you get up. You have that nice opposite field double the other day.
Yeah.
I can't believe that didn't get out of here. But you got to really get it to basically we're looking out on the field right now. There's left center field where the scoreboard is. You got to get it like 410 basically to get it over there.
Yeah, and the thing about being way up in elevation, the wind changes so much. One inning it could be blowing out left center, next inning crosswind. It always depends.
Yeah. All right. That's enough. That's enough foreplay. It's time to get down to the brass tacks right here. And we have a big event coming up. Tyler Lozano is going to tell you about it. It is, of course, it's not associated with the Ballers really. This is his event. This is his brainchild. But Tyler, why don't you tell us about Roadrunner U and Roadhouse, which is happening next weekend in San Francisco.
Yeah, Nevada, thank you. Roadrunner U is my lifestyle entertainment company that I run with a few guys, Caden, Nick Adgar, and Trevor. And what we do, we kind of throw these events in series called Roadhouse events, and we go all over the U.S. and all over the world to just bring entrepreneurs, entertainers, content creators, athletes, and visionaries all together to network and build a brand experience. So what's exciting is but we don't like to call them networking events. We kind of like to call them a brand experience, mainly because at this event we have a live artist that's going to be doing a live art piece, so that'll be fun. We have a tattoo artist that's going to be there, who you guys know, so you guys will be excited to see him there, which is why Davis Drewek is here, because Davis Drewek actually might be getting a tattoo. I know we talked about it a while ago on Bees Cast, and this might be live at the event for another Bees Cast opportunity to see Drewek. So that's one opportunity. We'll have a live T-shirt printing. So a good friend of mine, brand owner, will be there screen printing T-shirts for some of the guests. We have a full curated menu, cocktail menu, everything like that. We're in San Francisco, so they are a fashion exclusive store just for fashion, shoes, jewelry, clothes, all of that. So it's going to be a fun event. It's kind of a speakeasy fashion art gallery, so everything will be on display for purchase. So if you guys are, an entrepreneur, entertainer, content creator, someone, an investor in the Ballers, someone that is hungry for, motion, just let me know.
Yeah, Tyler's giving me a little peek behind the curtain, and can I just say the thought and effort you've put into this, I mean, it's really cool I'm excited to see this come to fruition. I might have to swing by to be a part of this Bees Cast Live at Roadhouse.
Definitely.
Because that'd be a fun time. But yeah, you mentioned Drewski might be getting a tattoo. How long have you been wanting to get a tattoo? And if you're going to get one, do you know what you're going for?
Yeah, so actually I've been flirting with the idea of getting a tattoo for a while now, but obviously I wanted it to mean something.
Yep.
And so I was thinking about getting a tattoo for my pops, who actually passed away this February. and just the opportunity came up with T-Lo in this event. So I just need to get the fine line, little details down with Ben, and then we're probably going to send it. But like I said, too, this is my first experience being around Roadhouse, but it's amazing to see all the behind-the-scenes things that Tyler been putting together, man. So I'm really excited to step out there in San Fran and see what's going on.
We got Dan Silver chiming in. Is Ben going to tat up Davis Drewek?
Yeah,
Maybe.
That's what we're working on. We're working on it.
That is the hope.
That's a pretty sweet way to honor your dad.
It is.
I think,
that's beautiful. And I think to piggyback off that, that's kind of what these events are for. You know, as a baseball player going to USC, I had the opportunity to network and connect with a lot of individuals out there. And I knew that, my network can also meet other people's network. And so if I can bring people together and bring like-minded individuals from all walks of life in the same room, you never know what could happen for each individual. So having that opportunity and being a part of that is kind of the most beautiful piece that I enjoy doing with this Roadhouse event.
That's sweet, T-Lo. For those of you just tuning in, this is Bees Cast Live presented by Fieldwork. If you're watching live, you can have the opportunity to put some comments or questions for Tyler Lozano or Davis Drewek in the chat. They can be about baseball, anything. They can be about Roadhouse. That's crazy. 1 week away. 8 days. It'll be, what, August 24th?
August 24th.
Right after the – so Ballers
the
fans, if they go to the Boise game that Sunday – watch maybe, a 6-game sweep, who knows.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing a few of those lately. Then Sunday after the game, they can follow you and Drewski and go to the event. That's a pretty sweet doubleheader, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And, being able to do that after a Sunday game was kind of, when I was planning things out, I realized, Sunday games are earlier, and also Sundays are kind of the more relaxed days, the time where people aren't going, doing so many things. So it's a perfect little day, and it'll be fun.
Yeah. Can I really change the topic here for a second? This is going to be a huge throwback because I don't think if someone's a first-year Baller fan this year, they don't know the stuff that T-Lo has been through in his Baller's career. Because we're about, at this time last year, you were down for the count.
Yeah.
What was it like last year? I remember watching that game. You're getting beat up with foul balls behind the plate. Tyler here got a emergency appendectomy.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like last year?
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that that's a year ago, and now, you see how beautiful life can change in 1 year. But It was weird, being able to go throughout the season and fighting for a playoff spot, catching every day. I got beat up the game before, and then I woke up in the morning with, crazy stomach pain, and I was like, wow, this is not my plan. This is not what I expected. And the doctors were saying, 6 weeks total, which playoffs were in 5. So, I was talking to management and in front office. They're like, hey, you need to be back in 4. And, luckily with our amazing training staff and good mental, I was able to be back and play for playoffs. So it was an interesting time, but it goes to show how much love the Ballers have and how much, they're willing to push each other to be on the field.
What about favorite moments from this year, either of you, from either on the field, off the field? T-Lo, you had that big grand slam against Yuba Sutter. Davis, that inside the park home run, that 2-homer game you had, I know that was technically a triple, but that was fun. You broke the P in Glacier Bank Park way back when. What do y'all think about this season in terms of what you'll remember?
So obviously, first game of the season will be up there, man. We talk about that.
Yeah.
Just starting to set the tone like that, walk off in front of all those fans. Can't beat something like that. But other personal favorite moments for me, obviously, 2-home run game at Glacier. I enjoyed that. A couple other big games, but the things that step out are the games that we come together as a team. We got Eastside not even 2 weeks ago hitting a grand slam, 2 outs in the 9th inning, 2 strikes. Stuff like that just stands out, especially when we have so many guys who stepped up this year in big moments. And it's just great. We all come together, man. We love playing it with each other. We're just rolling right now.
That Eastside slam was crazy. Also, right now, they're rolling out the tarp, man.
So it might be that's Colorado though. There's always some type of
little rain showers. Yeah,
there's always some type of rain showers. But I'm gonna go.
Props to them for doing that.
I'm gonna change it up. We talk about baseball and of course there's many games and many moments that we could talk about. But I'm gonna say one that you fans probably don't know about. We had a long delay in Portland, and this just kind of shows how close our team is or how much fun we're having. How much fun we're having. We had a 9-hour delay. Instead of sitting in the airport, some guys decided, I would say probably 10 of us, right? 10, 12 of us, hopped on a train and went downtown Portland, sat at a restaurant/bar, and watched the regional games, super regional games.
Oh, yeah.
And sat for 8 hours, played cards, had food, spades, did whatever. And that's kind of I think this year's team, there's a lot of stuff that we do off the field that helps us be on the field and play loose.
Yeah. You know where I was during that time? I was at the IKEA right by the airport.
It's a good little spot to hang out at.
What were you doing at the IKEA?
What was I? I was just doing work there. Honestly, I was slumped. I was over on like the IKEA tables eating. I had some some Swedish meatballs and stuff like that, and I
fell asleep.
I remember being in an armchair and almost passing out.
They have some good furniture at
IKEA. The travel early in the year definitely was a little rough, but it seems like we've gotten over the hump.
Yeah. We've gotten the worst trips out of the way.
Knock on wood.
100%.
But it's crazy. This is the last our flight back here. Theoretically could be our last flight of the season. If you was Sutter
leaving California,
yeah.
If you was Sutter's the team to make the championship and we make the championship, then we wouldn't have to fly at all the rest of the way.
That's interesting.
I'm not complaining about that.
Hey, I don't mind coming out to these places and flying. They're beautiful.
Definitely part of the experience.
I know y'all got to go batting practice. I want to honor our one question from Dan Silver. Couple big blowout losses in this series against Rocky Mountain. We don't usually like to talk about the losses, but he has a good question. How do you guys have a short memory? Be a goldfish, because obviously y'all took that big L on Wednesday, and then Thursday you win 17-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a mix of, like I said, we have fun, we blend well together, and when the bus time is to head back to the hotel, that's where we wash everything. We forget about the day. It's a new day. And we don't usually talk about our losses. When we have bad losses, sometimes we just wash them away. When we hop in the shower, there's nothing, much to it besides just go out there, have fun. Every day is a new opportunity. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, when you play 6 days a week, man, it's tough. Baseball is a super humbling game. You got to stay even through the highs and the lows. Really, it's really hard to play this game every day and not think about the results. Really just go think about your preparation, fundamentals, the little things, and really the rest takes care of itself. So like Tilo said, man, just got to keep pushing.
All right, y'all got BP 428. We got weird sideways light rain blowing across.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Didn't know if that
Colorado
was
Springs for you.
That's
Interesting.
crazy.
We had a little fire the other day. It was kind of hazy out there.
That's what it kind of looks like, just smoke blowing
That's what I
across.
thought. That's what I thought, yeah.
It must be rain.
Interesting.
So, anyways,
interesting take.
Thank you all for stopping by.
Thank you.
Any last thoughts?
Any last thoughts? Roadhouse, August 24th. My Instagram is Tyler_Lozano_11. If you guys want to get included or come out to the event, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you the RSVP link. It's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to be there. Hit us up. Beescast, you are awesome.
All right, gentlemen, thanks for joining.
Shout out Beescast. Shout out Oakland. Shout out Roadhouse.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Tyler Lozano, Davis Drewek, thank you guys so much for your presence, and hit some bombs today for me. All right, thank you to Tyler Lozano and Davis Drewek for hopping on Beescast. I just want to address the audience still tuned in and wrap up this short edition of Beescast Live. Again, I'm Nevada Cullen, one of the broadcasters for the Ballers. To address some things going on at the moment, Ballers are in the midst of a 6-game series here in Colorado Springs. They have split the series so far with the Vibes, but going today is Saturday. It's Noah Milliken, who was just named Pitcher of the Month in the Pioneer League. That is just what an honor for the Milkman, as I say. He always delivers. His numbers, if you haven't read the article yet, posted by the Pioneer League, 34 1/3 innings pitched this last month of July, 25 hits, 3 walks to 42 strikeouts, a 1.83 ERA, and a .82 WHIP. The 22-year-old from Berkeley has dazzled for Oakland so far this season, and so we just wanted to shout out Noah Milliken real quick here on Beescast. And he, again, will be going today, Saturday. We also saw in this series Luke Short make his return from injury from an oblique. And so Shorty pitched an inning and a third on Tuesday. He could go again on Sunday. It could be, again, a combination of him and Zach St. Pierre. But the Ballers are in the stretch run here in this regular season. Less than 4 weeks left of the Pioneer League regular season. Make sure to get your playoff tickets. I believe they are on sale now. For that opening series at Raimondi. I know tickets for games 1 and 2 are on sale, and hopefully that'll be all the Ballers need. Their opponent, TBD, because it is a 4 or 5 horse race in the Pioneer League. It's a bit of a cluster between quite a few teams that the Ballers have seen this season, like the Vibes, like the High Wheelers, like the Boise Hawks, and I know the Idaho Falls Chuckers and Ogden Raptors are in there as well. And so the Ballers, after this week, just 3 weeks left of the regular season. So if you've got maybe a flex pack, you have your tickets, you you got to get those in. Go to the last 2 weeks of the season. There's going to be a fun time, lots of great promo nights. And the final 2 regular season series are against the Boise Hawks next week. And then the first week of September, I believe it's the 2nd to the 7th or something along those lines, the Ballers will host the Great Falls Voyagers before starting their playoff run. So for Tyler Lozano and Davis Drewek, big shout out to those two for hopping on Beescast Live today. I'm Nevada Cullen saying so long. Make sure to like, subscribe, share Beescast. Big shout out, of course, Fieldwork. We appreciate them very much. And we hope you'll tune in next time for Beescast Live next week from Ramondi. Go Ballers.